We know the majority of RVers out there are mostly part-timers, and when you take your hard-earned vacation time and your hard-earned vacation money, you want to take your family somewhere nice. You want to get your hotel on wheels out of storage and go somewhere with nice amenities, and fun things to do. And if that's you, this video is for you. This video is not for you if
you're looking for state parks, lots of trees, and under 50 bucks. We got a video on that coming up, but this video is for the bougie campers.
Well, we get a lot of comments on some of our campground tours that, there's no tree. A lot of people don't like RV resorts. And,
fine.
When new developments knock out all the trees and it's more of like a vacation spot than maybe like nature-esque camping. So if that's you, this particular video probably be one you won't like.
Right.
This is for the Lux RV Campgrounds that we're going to recommend for anyone wanting to start your bookings for 2025. All 4 of these campgrounds have full hookups, concrete pads, nice landscaping, and a lot of fun things to do nearby.
Now, I will say on this list of things, campgrounds we've got, we don't normally book RV resorts right in the middle of everything, like you step off the property and there's a go-kart track. We will normally book an RV resort that's a little bit away because we like to kind of escape the madness and have a little peace and quiet.
They are a little bit like a few minutes away from the main touristy area. Because you're right, we do like the quiet, but we also find it difficult to book the ones in the main touristy areas.
And that's mainly because the school schedule we fight is the same school schedule that all
everyone else
you guys are fighting as well. So we're all fighting for the same daggone spot. These are 4 campgrounds that are our top 4. No particular order. It's just the order that we happen to write them down in, and that's just how we're going through them. Number 1, Tropic Hideaway, Foley, Alabama. And I'm sure I said it wrong. It's Foley, or to me it's Foley, or if you just say it fast, you know kind of what I'm saying, Foley.
We already know based on the comments in that full campground tour that it's not Foley. It is Foley, Alabama.
Foley, Alabama.
Or you could say Gulf Shores, because everyone in Kentucky and Tennessee goes down to Gulf Shores for spring or fall break. Tropic Hideaway is really nice. It's located just, 25 minutes north of the Gulf Shores area with all the touristy things to do. So yes, I'm sure that you could stay at the state park. We get that comment a lot too. There's lots of other campgrounds nearby that might be cheaper, that's true. But we thought Tropic Hideaway had some pretty good rates. Now we're not gonna talk about rates too much and cover the rates because you all know those fluctuate, especially like time of year that you might be going. None of these are gonna be under 50 bucks a night, okay? They're more around that $100 mark, ish.
The roads are big, the sites are big, and I just liked how that was laid out. They're really easy to get into. All the sites were driver's side back in, which I appreciate. And the concrete pads were huge and the sites were huge. And they were super level. So, we were in our travel trailer at that time, and so I didn't have to get out the Lego blocks, as I call them, to get level left or right. I mean, I just put my stabilizers down and got it level front to back and said.
Yeah, I think what I wanted to say about it being laid out well, it's like in a square. So all of the campsites go in a square and then all the amenities are in the middle.
Yes.
So there's like the pool, everything there. So everyone kind of has equal access, walking distance to all the amenities. I like that because sometimes, in campgrounds, you can be way at the end. Oh God, yes. And you have to walk forever to get to do the fun stuff. And so I really like the layout of this one. This one has 2 pools. That was one of my favorite things.
It had the sand, the beach too. So
yeah,
it was cool.
It has sand. And you said your kids could drag in the camper even if you didn't make it to the beach.
Yeah.
Just to make us parents crazy. But
like, how'd you get sand in the sheets?
Tropic Hideaway. But this one pool is like, got that little beach walk-in. What do you call those? Where you just kind of wade right into the pool.
It was like a kiddie pool, if you ask me. It's not a kiddie pool, but it's like a...
Well, you just walk right into it. You might think it's like a splash area, but it's just easy, walk right in like you're going to the beach. And then the pool next to it is nice too because it has all these ledges where you can sit. And they're right next to each other, but beautiful palms. They were babies at the time we went. Hopefully they've grown a little bit.
They were adolescents, so.
Yeah, but they have a really nice pavilion with grills. You can bring your own stuff to make, or of course this is Gulf Shores. You can go get fresh fish anywhere. So you can take it and grill it there. Big TV in there, nice place to sit, like lounging area.
It was nice because they had a TV that faced the lounging area, and then they had a TV on the other side that faced the pool.
Yeah, I'd love to go back in the summer and see what kind of like party scenes going on. They did have a great pickleball court. There was a couple courts there.
Little putt green, like community fire pits, which were propane, which were super nice. And then, like I said, they had the putt. What I liked about it, it was actually, even though we were 20 minutes away from the beach, it was an easy drive, just a few lights and stuff. But when you got back to your campground, it was quiet. And so you escape that hustle and bustle of everything, goat carts and just the lights and the stuff. But you get in there and it's kind of quiet. You know, there are a bunch of soccer fields across the street from it, so maybe that gets loud during that, but there weren't any when we were there, and it was just like, okay, we're going to relax now and chill out, and I really appreciated that.
It was all like really beautifully lit at night too. Like that just makes like the atmosphere really nice, even though I don't think you could have a wood fire there, but they did have the community pits, which were nice. Can you have propane there? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
Okay, you guys have to check and call and check their websites. Don't count on us for all the details. Now on this one, there is no food on site. Was there?
They had an itty bitty store. It maybe had like some ice cream sandwiches or something.
That's right. Just a couple little things inside their front office, right?
And then like some vending machines, and that was it.
Yeah, and you guys know how I love on-site stuff, on-site food trucks, options. But the positive thing to it is literally like 2 traffic lights away, you're in Foley, and there's like barbecue place. If there's anything you want to eat, seafood.
We ate at that Edley's. We ate at Edley's right there a couple.
Lambert's.
So we ate at that Nick's like across the street a couple of times, and Lambert's right there. And I mean, if all else fails, I think there's a Cracker Barrel right there too.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A. Like you won't starve. And I believe there is a little fresh like local market right up the street too.
There was,
I recall
because
correctly.
we talked about getting steaks and.
Yeah. So even though there's no food on site, there's plenty of food nearby. Number 2 is somewhere a lot of you already know about, but some of you may not, and some of you may have never camped there. And so I am definitely recommending this one for 2025 or any other year you want to go, and that is Anchor Down in Dandridge, Tennessee. I love this campground.
So it has awesome views pretty much anywhere in the campground of Douglas Lake. And then depending on how much money you want to spend, if you go with like the Econo Lodge stay like we did, we had the more normal fire pit that you would have at most places.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
And if you go more toward like the Hilton or the Woodruff sites, they have like the big nice stone fire pits, and you get a butler that comes to your site every night. And,
No butler.
You don't get a butler. But I will say, like, they have some of the nicest fire pits on some of their sites that I've ever seen. And one thing they do that I think is really, really cool, and it's the first place I really seen it, was the buddy sites.
Yeah, yeah, those are cool to book, especially when you have camping friends, for sure.
But since
Or you can pull in together, camping sides face each other.
Stare at each other.
Stare at each other all night and share a big, fancy fire pit. Yeah.
Getting a staring contest, what are you doing? You didn't do that right. You're not setting up right. You totally didn't pull that camper in correctly. You know, and anyway, they have some of the nicest campsites, but it's kind of, I've never really seen that before and then once I saw them there, I've seen them several places, but their buddy sites are really cool. They have a nice pool with a water slide. They have a beach. They have a boat dock.
They do have a food truck on site. Now, I don't remember it being like totally awesome, but the fact that it's there is cool. Now, they do have a store with a few more things in their store. Yes. And there's not a lot of food nearby, but...
There's a grocery store close by.
And I think Buc-ee's is nearby.
And Buc-ee's is nearby. So you get brisket. What do you need? What else you need?
Yeah, so this is going to be...
Brisket on the board?
This is going to be one where you go to Buc-ee's too much. This is going to be one where you're going to have to pack your refrigerator, which is totally fine because, like Jared said, the pool is the best thing there because there's just not very many campgrounds where the pool overlooks a beautiful lake with like a little bit of mountainous area too. It's just gorgeous. And we went, I think it was like October-ish.
We went for fall break.
Okay, yeah. Early October for us. When else would we have gone? That's when the Kentuckians leave.
That's stupid school schedule.
How should I should have known. During fall break, it was actually really hot that week, and it felt like summer. We were swimming. Now, the water was a little bit chilly, but we were in our bathing suits, like riding our bikes, and it felt like warm summer weather. It was just such a nice atmosphere. It was, and there's like this bike path that goes around the pool, and it's near the fishing dock. So there's fishing there. I'm sure you can rent all kinds of boats and water equipment. They have like the little jumpy things and the activities in the water near the beach area.
I mean, they have that really nice like pavilion that all the chairs face the lake, which is a pretty cool sunset, I think.
So if you're looking for a view for your room, Anchor Down is it. I think that most of the campsites can view the water in some way. It's very hilly, and you need an e-bike or a go-kart, or like you should have done your yoga before you went.
Yeah, that is one of those places.
That
is like literally like one of those places where you're going to walk uphill both ways.
Yeah, but it's gorgeous. It's close to all the things. Smoky Mountains. I mean, name them. It's there. Dollywood, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, the Smoky Mountains.
Well, we were there on that trip. We did Dollywood, we did Pigeon Forge, and we did the bike thing that we did.
Cades Cove.
Cades Cove on that trip.
We did a bike ride.
And you know, when you stay these places again, I mean, the common thing, and I'll say this again, is like when we camp, we typically camp nearish, like a convenient drive of things, but we like to stay away a little bit because like when we come back, we want to come back from like, we just want to chill. And because one year we stayed right in Pigeon Forge when we had our Class A Forest River, and it's like traffic, lights everywhere, just busy, and I did
really small, tight sites, traffic, noise, and like street lights like shining on your site.
Yes.
You remember that
one?
one?
Oh yeah, it's like,
I was like, that's just not very pleasant.
Hey guys, this segment of this video is sponsored by our friends at Liquified. Now they have launched a giveaway, and they are giving away a 2025 Alliance Delta SLE ML206. And look, this is the perfect RV for anyone wanting to get out on the road or wanting to upgrade. They are literally trying to give you a camper. And I know a lot of you guys ask us about campers and are wanting to get on the road, so here's your chance. And you can do it two simple ways. For free, who doesn't like free, go on their website, fill out the survey, or every time you spend money on their website, you get entry points for that. All that information is in the link below. Make sure you click it. The survey's completely free. Or if you need Liquified or any of their products, which we highly recommend. We've been using them for a minute, and I've been really impressed with them. Hey, you get a chance to win a camper, and who doesn't want a free camper? All the official rules are on the website in the link below, and this giveaway runs through May 31st, 2025. They're going to do the announcement of the winner sometime in June 2025. Also, they're doing some bonus points during Super Bowl week, and they're doing some bonus points during Memorial Day weekend. Check out the website, get all the official rules. And again, if you have questions, we'll put an email down. You can reach out to them. They'll be happy to answer any questions for you. They're really good to get back to you. Also, like I said, we highly recommend this stuff. Been using it for a minute. Made in the good old USA. We're right there in Elkhart, Indiana, where they build the campers. What better place to get something for your RV tank? What other RV toilet treatment company is going to give you a free camper? Nobody. Is that right, Matt? Nobody. Same area. Number 3 is Forest Grove. We went to Forest Grove. They had been open for like 37 minutes. And it was empty, and that's a great campground. And what I really like about this campground, and the one next is that's a campground where if you want to go have a retreat, really unplug, they have everything there. You don't need to leave that campground. They have a good restaurant. They got a pool.
All of these do.
Right. They have a pool with a fun slide, but I got a big old strawberry on my knee still to this day from that one.
Well, it's age appropriate slides. I think you broke the age limit. You know, there's like a height, you have to be this tall, but you have to be this young to go down the tubes. Whatever.
And so they have a pretty decent pool, and it had like one of those lounging decks in the pool, which was nice. And they had a really cool.
It's a smaller pool, but it's a saltwater pool.
Yes.
And they're building another pool
on the hill.
Yeah, there's going to be a new area up there called the Ledge.
Yeah.
They're going to have outdoor kitchens there. Those are all coming soon still. as of the date of this video, which is January of 2025, but those are coming. Like Jarrett said, there is a cafe and an on-site butcher shop. And this cafe is awesome. Like, their food is good, and you can get healthy items.
You get fried stuff.
You can get fried stuff if you want, but they have like rotisserie chicken and steaks, and you can go to the counter and they'll cut your steak. And either they'll cook it for you, or you can take it back to your camper and cook it. I love that.
I think what was really cool was the chef that was there. He was a super nice guy, and every time we ate, he would, one, they weren't real busy. I think they were just happy to have people there. But he would come over and talk to us, and I was looking at your menu and had for breakfast, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this is cool. I can do that. I said, y'all have an omelet? He's like, I'll make you an omelet. What do you want?
Yeah, it was really cool. Their breakfast was good too.
One thing I will say, their sites are probably out of these four, the narrowest.
Yeah, they were pretty narrow.
Thank you. But outside of that, I mean, the sites were level. Those were slanted, so they were easy back ends. They did take us out there, and they put us in one site that was a little smaller than we wanted to get into, and which was cool. I think because there wasn't really anybody there. We're like, hey, can we have this one just right across the street? And they're like, yeah, sure. And so that was nice of them. The staff there was super friendly. They have 24-hour security, which basically consists of just a guy riding around on a golf cart making sure people aren't messing with stuff. They aren't be messing with stuff.
Yeah,
so
that little gate, like that's nice. That's really nice that they keep an eye on things. And their store was amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can get anything from beer to Snickers to peach rings.
What are those?
Those little gummy peach rings Olivia likes.
Oh, peach rings.
What do you think I said?
Peach rings?
Peach rings.
I don't know what you said.
Apparently I need subtitles.
Yes.
You've been married to me for 25 years.
Say it again and Carolina will give you a subtitle.
Peach rings.
Thank you. Peach rings.
And they actually had a pretty decent store. Now, when we were there, it was set up more like a convenience store, and they did tell us that their goal was to change it over to be more like a grocery store, which I think was pretty cool that they would do that. They had some fishing ponds, and they rented golf carts.
They did have a fishing pond that was new.
Yeah,
and maybe now their fish will be bigger.
Yeah, I think when we got there, the fish were like this size.
Okay. That's hard to catch.
Yes.
Although, I caught one that size in the mouth of another fish. Remember that day?
Oh, that was funny.
You could hear me screaming across the lake.
I can still hear you screaming.
You were like, put your thumb in there and grab it by the lip. And I went to put my thumb in there, and there was another fish in the mouth.
Run her for life.
What did he say? Carolina. Ruined her for life.
Run her for life.
Okay. Did you want to talk about the pea gravel? I thought that was a pro. I love the pea gravel at Forest Grove.
Yeah, I was hit or miss on the pea gravel. I still have mixed emotions about it, but the thing is like it doesn't track in your camper. You don't get mud in your camper.
Grass.
You know,
the blowers, the noise of the
oh my gosh,
they have blowers because they'll blow the pea gravel back just to get the next camper in to clean off the site.
Which is cool.
Mowers.
Well, and that's what I say. I can wash my camper in the middle of February, and there won't be a green blade of grass within 100 miles. And I will park my camper at a campground, and that some jackwagon will come through there with a lawnmower and a weed eater and blow grass all over the side of my camper.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
I appreciated the pea gravel. I thought it was a nice landing pad if you hit the e-bike too fast. And also, you know, it's more visible and more telling on the people who don't clean up after their dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
So, just gonna say that. We love Forest Grove. We will definitely be back. I can't wait till their ledge opens. Mm-hmm. And the last thing I want to say about it is, again, Smoky Mountains. It's in the same area as Anchor Down-ish.
Yeah, and there is a grocery store pretty close in Dandridge, I think.
There's another Buc-ee's, unless that's the same Buc-ee's.
It's the same Buc-ee's.
Okay, number 4.
I'm gonna you.
I just pictured the drumstick cracking on your head.
Break your drumstick.
Hilton Head National in Bluffton, South Carolina. And I have to say Bluffton because we got beat up in the comments of that video because we kept saying Hilton Head. It's not in Hilton Head. We know it's right up the street in Bluffton, but the tourist destination is Hilton Head, and it's very, very close. And it's close to all the things to do in Hilton Head. I think I know we didn't put these in order, but I think it's my favorite. No, I know it's my favorite.
So that has to probably be my favoriteest campground in recent memory that we've stayed at. Because that place was clean. It's close to stuff. They had a great pool with a lazy river.
The most beautiful, probably, pool. And
they had a bar.
And it's huge. And it was nice, like you said.
They had a bar, they had arcade, they had pickleball, basketball, shuffleboard. They had a lake with alligators. Apparently, because they had the sign that said, beware of the alligators. I never saw one, but they said they got them, so we'll say they got them.
They'll be there. Community fire pit. Yeah, that tiki bar at the pool, that was awesome.
They had a little restaurant there.
The restaurant was good, and it's all right there. They had the best arcade ever. The best, nicest, newest arcade we've ever seen at a campground.
And it's not the best ever.
Yeah, it is. It was awesome.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got like Dave and Buster.
No, at a campground.
Okay.
Yeah, those don't count. Hilton Head National has is the bike trails. Like, those are nice, and or you can walk them. They're like walking or bike trails, but they're a little bit nature-esque. They've got the South Carolina Spanish moss, the
low country feel.
Yeah.
That was like a super nice park. Yeah, I want to go back. I just don't know when we go back to that one.
And there's 2 separate areas. So if you don't like children and you want super quiet,
what's wrong with you?
There's an 18 and up. I know a few people who don't like the loudness of children. I'm not going to name any names because they know who they are. Stop right there. Just stop. But you can book in the 18 and plus section, or you can book with the fun people like us who have kids.
We're just over there because we got a kid with us.
Yeah. I mean, because we have to have kids.
But no, we really enjoyed that park, and I would highly recommend staying there. I think, that's definitely one that would be is on my list to get back to. And what's cool about again, going back to, like I said, you'll see the common theme is that all these are a little bit away. I think one thing that we didn't do while we were in Bluffton, South Carolina, was actually really tour Bluffton, South Carolina.
Well, yeah, we were there for a day. We went to the farmer's market, which is awesome. There's so many things to do in Hilton Head, and I loved it.
Yes, Hilton Head's great. It's a very bikeable community.
And a bikeable beach. Mm-hmm. You can ride your bike on that sand because it's hard. It's packed.
Getting over the dunes is a little bit of a trick.
It's kind of like Daytona. Daytona, you can drive on the beach. I don't know if you can do that in Hilton Head.
I don't think you can, but you can ride your bike. That's just a really cool area. And the day that we went to Bluffton, we weren't there very long because it was like 8 billion degrees at that farmer's market.
Oh, and it was early morning too, and you were like, get me out of here.
Yeah, I'm fat and I'm hot and I'm sweating in places you ain't supposed to sweat.
When did we go? June?
June is around my birthday.
June.
My birthday.
So if you don't want to sweat to death at 9 a.m., pick another date. Nantucket is like a grocery market.
With a bar.
Pizza, wood fire grill, wine bar, right across the street. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Hilton Head, that has got to be my favorite campground. And all of these campgrounds, you can find full campground tours on our channel. Mm-hmm. Our lovely editor will put them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of them. So check them out. The links will be in the description below. You can watch them all back to back right now and binge watch our next adventure campground tours and Jarrett's world famous bike tour.
AKA Idiot
Heart's Content.
AKA Idiot with a Hat Cam Tour. Mm-hmm.
And next time, we promise when we go back to Forest Grove, Jarrett's Idiot with the Hat Cam Tour will hit the pea gravel and we'll do a trick for you.
No, bullshit.
You think you're young enough to do the tubes. You can show them a bike trick.
Man, I've already
Pop a wheelie?
Yeah, pop a wheelie. Yeah.
Mark would like to see that.
What I need to do my bike tour is I need a dirt bike to take with us.
Why a dirt bike?
Don't you guys agree? I need a dirt bike for my...
Oh, you mean like a Ryan Sipes bike?
Yeah. Do my bike tours 45 mile an hour. Watch it.
Jump over the pool. Backflip over the pool.
Yeah, that's more like Travis.
Hilton Head's got the bridge over the pool. You could.
You could.
Yeah.
And I would totally eat it. Yeah. Anyway.
Fun fact about Ryan Sipes, it's Jarrett's cousin.
And if you don't know who he is, get on YouTube and YouTube the General Sipes.
Because if you still don't know anything about people from Kentucky, well, we're all related to everyone. So It's the truth. More fun facts about the idiot with the hat cam. Okay, that's it for today's video.
You married the idiots. What's it say about you?
Hey, you know, not much.
Shauna, thanks for watching.
See you on our next adventure, guys.
Like and subscribe. See you guys.